Hi guys, it's Borkson. Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome back if you've been here before. So guys, you dropped, sorry guys. So I have my jewelry box kind of like propping up my tablet. So guys, today I wanted to discuss Jaafar Jackson. I know he's getting really popular. Guys, I'm going to have to just hold you guys here, I think, because I'm going to discuss Jaafar Jackson. I know. Guys, I know who Jaafar is. If I'm like, oh my god, you didn't know who Jaafar was, you forgot. Hold on, guys. I'm just gonna hold you guys. Okay, Jaafar Jackson is coming out in his first movie. He's playing the late Michael Jackson. I already see he's getting really popular online, guys. I remember when nobody knew who Jaafar was. I mean, I barely paid attention to Jaafar. So, guys, anyway, he is the son of Jermaine Jackson. I know his mom's name is Alejandra. I never remember her last name. Like I said, I wasn't into Jermaine's kids. Yeah, I knew that. So anyway, guys, so if you guys don't know who the Jackson 5 were, if you're my generation, you might know. You might know who they are if you had parents, guys. The way I have bruised elbows and I have a bruised lip. I was watching the preview for the movie Michael, and got a little too happy and dropped my tablet right on my face. I mean, I did a whole video about it. Popped my face right open. So I figured, yeah, so Jaafar, I know it's on the top of my head, was born, let me just check, make sure, just to make, July 25th, and I'm going to check right now, it's 1996, let me check and make sure I'm 100% correct. July 25th, 1996, I'm absolutely correct. I'm not going to show you a picture of Jaafar for legal reasons, because I don't know if he would, he's an actor now, so I think his face can be shown. I'm just not going to. I don't want to. Like I said, I'm making this video for all of you girls out there. If you guys don't know what's so confusing about Jaafar getting popular in me, is that I'm actually Prince's biggest fan. I don't mean the singer Prince. If you guys don't know the Jackson family, so he is the nephew. I should have started with this. He is the nephew of Michael Jackson. Yes, the singer Michael Jackson. There's been a few Michael Jacksons, but I mean the singer. My friend actually knew a guy named Michael Jackson who was white. Yeah, it's kind of funny though. But yeah, no, we don't know him. Anyway, yeah, so he is the nephew of the legendary king of pop. But which makes this a little bit uncomfortable for me is because I'm actually Prince Jackson. Yes, the son of, and yes, I do think he's Michael Jackson's son. A lot of people, guys, I'm getting a little bit rude because like I'm defending Jaafar like tooth and nail, and I'm getting a little I'm getting a lot of people commenting like, oh my god, like finally someone's saying something nice about Jermaine's son and just not being nasty, and I'm like, why are some people being nasty? It's not my business what happened in the Jackson family. I'm not a Jackson. I wouldn't like if someone was spreading around stories about us Dan Checks, like going around spreading our dirty laundry. Trust me, we got a lot of dirty laundry as Dan Checks. I don't want our dirty laundry out there. But yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, anyway, so sorry guys, if I call him Prince out throughout this video, keep in mind that I'm used to saying Prince because I'm used to saying about Michael Jackson's son. If you guys are new here, I am the biggest fan of Prince Jackson. Yes, Michael Jackson's son. Biggest fan. I cling to him when I had a really bad time in my life where I didn't know where my life was going to take me. I cling to Prince. So Prince is special to me. I know he's a humanitarian, but just that alone, that's sexy as hell. Sorry, guys. I'm a grown woman, so I do censor myself. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I have a really weird itch. So, anyway, guys, yes. So, Jaafar is the second to the last of Jermaine Jackson's children. He has another son named Your Majesty, who is also with the same mom as Jaafar. And then he has a baby with another woman that's like younger than Jaafar. So I'm kind of like, okay. I mean, I don't mean to say this against any of them, but if I was in the Jackson family, like just coming in, and I was that young, and none of them were in relationships, I would not be going for Jermaine. Let me just say that right now. I'd be going for Prince. If none of them were in relationships, I'd be going for Prince or for Jafar. I would not be going for Jermaine. just my, just where I'm going. Okay, so sorry guys, I'll just unlock my screen again. Jafar has plenty of brothers and sisters. His mom has at least 5 kids. Yeah, his mom is. I'm not even gonna say her name. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't want to offend her. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. But like I said, her first name is Alejandra. So I don't. If I don't know how to pronounce somebody's name properly, the last name, I don't even say it. I don't want to be offensive. So I'm looking down, but I'm looking at pictures. So you can probably see Jafar reflecting in my glasses. So yes, I know I have glasses. No, it doesn't hurt my feelings to say I wear glasses. I know I do. So let's go to siblings. I don't know all of his siblings. That's the one. I heard Your Majesty's single, by the way, ladies. if you ladies are like me, just like the Chase Jackson blood. By the way, guys, I also want to say too, I'm not exclusively like just the Jackson expert. I'm also an expert on the Cassidys. The late David Cassidy. I also have the hot. I really badly have the hots for his nephew. I did, when I was me. Who has one younger biological brother named, Her Majesty. They brought him up. Her Majesty was born in 2000. There's also several half siblings. Yeah, so good. Oh, guys, look, it lists them all here. There's guys, I'm not gonna say name all the siblings. You can look them up. So, guys, yeah, I'm excited to see the new Michael Jackson movie. Am I a little disappointed they didn't use Prince instead? I can't really say, because one hand, yes, I would love if they would use Prince Jackson to play Michael. It would have been, guys, I would have been on the floor. I would have been doing something like they're supposed to be doing. I would have been really happy. I've even heard people say, well, they couldn't cast Prince. Why didn't they just cast Biggie? Blanket, if you're an older generation. For one, yes, I do think Blanket looks the most like Michael Jackson. The reason why they probably didn't cast Biggie is Biggie didn't audition for the role. Jafar had to audition for the role. The guy who was doing, he actually called Jafar. I didn't accept Jafar, so he took him to lunch and was like, I want you to at least audition. It was... Jafar did a lot to play this role. He grew his hair out longer. He locked himself in a room for 3 months in a row. Something like that. He said he actually looked into what is acting, which is, I guess, he's an actor now, so I guess, okay. And then he did a lot of research on Michael Jackson. My research, by the way, guys, is continuing to his son and nephew. So, but Jafar did the research on his uncle, and I would think it'd be really awkward to play your own deceased uncle. It would be really weird. And a lot of people said he had changed. And after the day of the premiere, Jafar cut the long curly hair off back to short hair. I wish I could show you guys what Jafar looks like without copyright claim. I might put a picture of him in the thumbnail if I'm allowed to. If YouTube allows me to, just so you guys know who I'm talking about. But guys, I will be honest. I agree with Mrs. Jackson. There's times where I see the pictures side by side of Jafar and Michael Jackson. I can't tell you which one's which. I thought it was a little silly at first when Jafar said his grandma had trouble. Remember, guys, Mrs. Jackson's in her 90s. Catherine Jackson's in her 90s. She's older than my uncle is, and she's 95, almost 96, and she had trouble telling in that picture if it was, excuse me, school bus. Guys, I live in residential areas, so you can hear school buses. She had trouble telling if it was Jafar or if it was Michael. I believe every picture that they show in the movie, like every like actual scene, I believe is Jafar. after the teenage Michael. It is Jaafar. They don't show any actual clip of Michael, I don't believe. But the voices, according to Jaafar, and I'm going to go by what he says because he's the actor doing it, they did a little bit of Michael Jackson's voice, lyrics mixed with Jaafar's, and they married the two together, meaning that's just my way of saying they put them together. And then, not Jackson. I'm silly today. They put the lyrics together. Like Jaafar singing. He said sometimes when you sing into the microphone, it was just him, but I am confused because I heard some music that was Jaafar singing it, and I didn't even know. I thought it was Michael, so I didn't even know. I was like, Jaafar? I can't even tell. I'm in shorts today, guys. I clap my legs makes louder. So, guys, yeah. If we can go, my friends are planning on going to see Michael. I wanted to go anyway because I love Prince Jackson. If I could have married Prince Jackson, he's married engaged to somebody else, by the way, but if he wasn't, you better watch out because I'd be after him. And not in a bad way either. I mean, like in a romantic way. And guys, I've actually locked this side of me up for a long time, liking celebrities, even talking about them to my friends. Like, I was afraid that I would be bullied. I used to be afraid of being bullied because I liked Prince Jackson. I was afraid of being teased or maybe called names because of it. I used to get bullied about liking other actors, and I've been called some really horrible names. So I am waiting for this. Like I said, I don't think I'm attracted to Jaafar. I just find him kind of cute, and he's Michael Jackson's nephew, and he's Prince's cousin. The man that at one point I worshipped the ground he walked on's cousin. So that's also why the movie's a little weird for me. And my whole past with Prince, goodness, if I ever had a chance to meet Prince Jackson, oh my goodness, if he wasn't engaged, and I think in the universe we're both single. I should think of a universe of me and Jaafar are both single. That'd be a pretty fun universe too. Okay, guys, yeah, you know what's so cool though? You guys know that Michael Jackson and his family are originally from Gary, Indiana. So I guess I have an itch. I'm not picking. I promise. The city of Gary made such a big deal about the Michael movie coming out. They had a big premiere there. They had my man Prince there. They had Jaafar there. And they gave Jaafar, the mayor gave Jaafar a key to the city of Gary. I'm pretty sure it's a small city. And I was like, this whole city, like, all these women are going bananas over him. They're all saying how handsome he is, how sexy he is, how good looking he is. They're saying he's such a gentleman. He's so shy. He does seem like a shy guy, I'll be honest. In some of the interviews I've seen, Jaafar does seem really, really shy. But that's okay. It's kind of cute. But anyway, it's weird to see these women are all saying how handsome he is. I'm just like, yeah, I agree. I mean, of the Jacksons, I'll be honest, I think only two of them are, even Biggie. Biggie's okay looking, but Biggie's too young for me. Her Majesty's too young for me. They're about the same age, I think. They're a little too young for me. A little too young. 10 years too young for me. I think within 5 years is a good range. So I'd say Prince is about 5. Prince is 5. I was thinking Prince is 6. So Prince is 5 years younger than me. And Jaafar is like 3.5. It's like 4.5 years younger than me. So yeah, this will be very interesting, guys. Yeah, so Jaafar is, in my opinion, he is hot. Yes, I do think so. It would have to be, well, I am vision impaired. I don't think that, but I am vision impaired. Yes, guys. Yeah, will we be going to go see the movie, Michael? Yes, I will be going to go seeing it with a boy. I would like to have seen it with a boy, just so if there's any other fans there who were screaming Jaafar, trying to be weird about it, and they don't want to, like, jump me over it. Because I've almost gotten jumped at movie theaters before, guys. Stories for other days. Fast forward to the whole just talking about Jaafar. Yeah, he's cute. I would be silly if I didn't think the guy was handsome, maybe something like that. But guys, it's funny, is to be honest with you guys, I find most people really gross. Like, it's no offense to anybody. I find most human beings gross and disgusting. I'm for one, I'm doing this, guys. Like I said, I can't really see it's like my lip is this lip here is still a little swollen. Today is day 3, by the way, not yesterday, day before yesterday. I bought my lip, so that's why it looks a little gross still. So guys, so yeah, I find most human beings gross. So if I say I find somebody handsome or someone's beautiful, I mean it. because I find most human beings quite gross. I don't care what gender I find them. I find the human race pretty disgusting. I find most people gross. I find most men, and I always say this in their videos. So when I talk about men, I like to say, "Gosh, this video is 15 minutes long already." I only find men attractive, and even within the male gender, I find most of them gross and just so disgusting. Not just their personality. Sometimes they're just so gross. It's their look sometimes. And the only like I said, there's only 2 Jacksons I find attractive. So only Prince and Jaafar. The rest I don't find attractive at all. So yeah. Even in the nagging questions with nagging at me last week, was Michael Jackson hot? I kind of low-key kind of somewhat find attractive, but this might be me. Excuse me, school bus again. I'm trying to do a YouTube video. Sorry, guys. I kind of low-key kind of find attractive Fabio Jackson. He's kind of a little bit on the attractive side. Like, I can see that he had surgeries that look like Michael Jackson. But am I wrong? He looks more like Ian Somerhalder. And let me say, I'm not coming for Ian. I love Ian Somerhalder. It's not an insult, it's a compliment. I think he looks somewhat like Ian Somerhalder. I never noticed until an old classmate brought up my set pictures of Ian Somerhalder, my binder, said that he thought that, and I'm not saying this to put Michael Jackson down. Like I said, anyway, I love Ian Somerhalder, and I love Prince Jackson, so I wouldn't say anything to put anybody down. I do think Ian Somerhalder, with the long hair, you guys know he looked like Lost. I'm Lost. So the guys don't talk about Damon and the Vampire Diaries, really long hair. He looked really pale. There, he looked like a later Michael Jackson. He does slightly, I think in some slight way, does resemble somewhat of an older Michael Jackson. But I also think that he could also resemble a slightly older version of David Cassidy, those two look nothing alike. Guys, I have babbled on about the Jacksons long enough. I've babbled on about Jaafar long enough. Oh, by the way, Jaafar's full name, from what I can find, is Jaafar Jeremiah Jackson. I'm just like, okay. Not a bad name, no, but not one I would have picked. Yes, I know he has the name of a Disney villain. No, I don't care. And yes, I have the hots for Jaafar in Aladdin. Ow, what's it, you guys? Yes, guys. In Aladdin, I have the hugest. I used to. They said, guys, I say me. I mean the old me prior to tragedy. I used to love Jaafar from Aladdin. I have a Jaafar doll. I bought a T-shirt with all the Disney villains on it, and then Jafar is in there, and I scanned the shirt. I'm visually impaired and really had bad vision at the time when I bought it, but I made sure Jafar was on the shirt before I bought it. So, I was a big Jafar. I had to say from Aladdin. Sorry, guys. What the heck? I'm trying to film. So, in Disney's Aladdin, I would say from Disney's Aladdin, just so I don't confuse, people don't confuse, which Jafar I'm talking about. Yeah, I had a huge crush on him. I don't want to know something embarrassing between him and Prince Jackson. You don't want to know what some of the embarrassing things. Oh, goodness. Okay, guys, if you guys like Jaafar Jackson like me, comment, like, share, subscribe. Tell me down below, who is your favorite Jackson? It doesn't have to be the Jackson 5. It could be, I'd probably say Michael if I had to go for the Jackson 5. But I'm saying from all the whole Jackson family, who is your favorite member of the Jackson family? And with that, like I said, I am Borkson. Remember to comment, like, share, subscribe. Go hit that bell for post notifications. And I want to say right now, before I log off, if I get any weird comments about Jaafar, about race, some people are really, really weird, or about him in anything inappropriate, or about me in any or anybody in an inappropriate matter, you'll be blocked and reported. I know that, the Jacksons are very controversial, but you have nothing. Remember, guys, I once had a mommy. You had a mommy, too, at one point. I once had a mom. If you had a mom or dad, like in my case, I had a dad personally myself. I had a dad. So if your dad, like mine, ever taught you, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And that's why one woman said that when they were all talking trash about Jermaine Jackson. I stepped up and said, I'm just glad to see a father. I'm happy to see a father proud of his son. And someone said, finally, goodness sake, finally, someone's saying something positive. I said, well, my father taught me that. You have nothing nice to say, you say nothing at all. Okay, if you like Jaafar, comment down below. Bye-bye, guys.